Hey! Alright, so today is the last day that we're talking about concentrations of solutions and doing calculations with solutions. And today we're going to be talking about dilutions. So dilutions is where you take a concentrated amount and dilute it by adding it in more water. But guess what? The moles stay the same. Okay? So it's just the volumes that's changing, so the concentration is going to change. Now, we can either find the initial concentration, or we can find the initial volume. We can solve for the diluted or new concentration, or the diluted or new volume. And that's what these are. This is a simple little algebraic expression where these two values are multiplied, and they have to equal these two values when multiplied. Okay? So that's the equation we're going to use, and all we're going to do is substitute and use a little algebra to solve. And I'm sorry about this, but when I was making these up, I just pulled them from my old homework problems and didn't realize that I'd done 3 of the same kind. So you only get to see 2 types, which it's not a big deal. I meant to pick one where I had 4 different ones, but it's not the end of the world. It all works out the same. Okay, so we have, if 54 milliliters of a 3.3 molar hydrobromic acid is added to enough water to give 250 milliliters of solution, what is the concentration of the solution? Alright, so I need to identify, and it really doesn't matter the order here, it's just you'll always see it written as concentration 1 times volume 1 equals concentration 2 times volume 2. Okay. So it is given in the reverse, and it really doesn't matter mathematically. It works out the same. All right, so we need to identify what we have. We have 54 milliliters of a 3.3 hydrobromic acid solution. If that is added to 250, what's going to be the new concentration? So we happen to know the initial volume and the initial concentration. We happen to know the final volume, and what we're solving for is the new concentration. So now we can just plug in and solve. And again, it doesn't really matter the order or what you put these things in. So we're finding the new concentration, and we had the volume. So this is multiply, and then this is multiply. So in order to get x by itself, we're going to need to divide by 250. And what you do to one side, you do to the other. And so we find that the new concentration is equal to, we have an unrounded answer of, let me do this, we have an unrounded answer of 0.1728, but we have 3 significant figures, so 1, 2, 3, round up, so the final correct rounded answer with significant figures is that. Okay? So I have 2 more just like this. Again, I'm sorry I didn't make 4 different ones, but that's okay. So if 16 milliliters of a 9 millar nitric acid solution is added to enough water to make 75 milliliters, so we're going to dilute 16 mils of this concentration into 75, what is the new concentration? Same problem. So we find that this is our initial volume, initial concentration, new volume, and we're finding the final concentration. Okay, since these are multiplications, we need to undo multiply with division. We find that our new concentration is going to be 9 times 16 divided by 75, which is our final rounded answer, 3, 3, and 3, because you don't get anything else, is 1.92. Okay. Same kind of problem. Sorry. All right, we have 25 milliliters of 15 molar hydrosulfuric acid is added to enough water to give 175 milliliters of solution. What is the concentration of the solution? So we know our initial volume, we know our initial concentration, we know our new volume, and we're finding the new concentration. Okay, and we have to divide. I'm not paying attention here. I gotta by. Did I just do that same one? No. Okay. Sorry. I'm like lost in what I'm doing here. Oh, I'm doing them kind of backwards. That's number 3. Uh-oh. I think I did the math wrong on the other one. No, I didn't. I'm doing number 3. Oh, I did number 2. Okay. Oh, this is right. I'm sorry. All right. So we're dividing. That cancels. Multiply, multiply, divide. And we find that the new concentration, sorry, I'm having to look at my notes and pay attention to what I'm writing, and I'm losing train of thought here. All right, so we have 3, 3, and 3. 1, 2, 3. And that would be our new final rounded answer. Okay. Oops, sorry. Got off kilter there. And, okay, did number 2. That one's right. Sorry. I have to make sure I did these in the right order. Yeah, that's the same one. Okay. And the last one. Guess what? This one's different. Sorry about that. All right. What volume of a 7 molar sulfurous acid is required to make 7.5 liters of a 1.5 molar sulfurous acid solution? So if we want to make 7.5 liters and make it this concentration, I have that concentration. So what volume am I going to add to that volume there to make it that concentration? Okay. All right. So we're trying to find the initial volume. We know our initial concentration. We know our new volume and our new concentration. All right. So we have the 7 and the 1.5. And then this is a multiplication, so we have to undo multiplication by dividing. And then we find that the initial volume, multiply, multiply, divide, and we get an unrounded answer of the 1.607. And then this is rounded to 1.61 milliliters as our final answer. Oh, there's the 1. Okay, and that's how you do dilutions. Much easier than doing molarity and percent mass and percent volume, I would say, right? Okay. Talk to you later. Bye.